Hello there, Aquarius. Welcome to Diamond Dragon Lady. My name is Ariel, and this is your January 2024 tarot and astrology reading. We will be looking at some oracle cards to get your main overall energies for this first month of the year, and we will be looking at a full tarot spread as well. I will also be giving you some astrological points along the way because there is a lot going on in this month. So Aquarius, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to look at a main keyword in your oracle, and we're going to see what your main energy, what your main theme for this beginning of the new year is coming in for you. And we have friendship. So forging friendships is a very, very positive and powerful force for this month, Aquarius. Something about the artwork in that also reminds me very much of the Three of Cups. There is a feeling of camaraderie, getting together with friends. If you're going through any difficult times or, challenges, your friends really have your back, and they do, offer good support without really pushing you in any which way. I always feel like some of the best friends are the ones that really, they listen and they allow us, to grow into who we are without pushing us in any particular situation or way. It's like it's not about their agenda. They truly want what's best for us. And I feel like you have that in your life as we open this new year. Next, going into the numerology, let's please have one card for Aquarius. Ooh, and we have communication, number 33, which is a nice master number there, Aquarius. The 3 and the 3 do add up to a 6. 6 has a lot to do with love and matters of the heart. So I would say this means communication from the heart. It also could be very creative communication, because to me the number 3 is a very creative number. So, you may even be, working on a project that has a lot of passion behind it with that card. Let's get into a crystal or gemstone and see which one of those are best for you to work with for this month. And we have the prehnite. This is a great stone to work with, but it's very powerful, I will say. Prehnite is release, declutter, heart chakra. And I will say that my experience with prehnite, it is one of those stones that will amplify whatever you're feeling, whatever you're bringing in. So it's like when you're working with the prehnite, it is so good to keep your mind and your vibration in a positive or, balanced place. Because if you're feeling chaotic, it will kind of show you more of that, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, this is what I need to fix. So that can be a very, very powerful transforming kind of stone. And on the bottom of the deck, we had the green aventurine. So both of these, look at that, we both have that green, that are both heart chakra stones. And they're both meant to heal and release and open you up. This is going to show you new opportunities when it comes to love or friendship, partnerships of all kinds. I always think of, green aventurine is also kind of a lucky stone. It's good if you're, to wear when you're doing any kind of, work or career planning. It's always a good one for that. Let's jump into your spiritual guides, guardians, and angels. Please show us which one you're coming through for Aquarius. And we have Archangel Jophiel with joy. Oh my goodness. Radiance. What's the other word? Inspiration. To me, Jophiel is very connected to that solar energy. She is very in kind of in that same like solar plexus. And so this can really help to bring your happiness back, Aquarius, working with this archangel. If you felt like you're, maybe kind of down, or things have been kind of dreary, and, every day is the same as the day before. It's like this kind of helps ignite your fire, your passion. And it's interesting. I just flipped this one over. I just felt the need to do that with this deck. I don't always do that, but St. Bridget came up too. Beautiful Irish saint. She's really an Irish goddess that was later sainted by the church. She is both fire and water because she guarded the hearth, the home, the fireplace, right? That's where you often put the Bridget's crosses above the fireplace. But she was also the one that guarded the sacred waterways and the sacred wells. So there is fire, there's water, there's passion, there's growth. Really seeing your true self. That's what I very much feel coming through. Pay attention to the moon cycles. Pay attention to your sensitivity during this time. Many times Capricorn season, which is most of this month until the 20th, can be a sensitive time for Aquarius folks. I know that I'm an Aquarius rising, so it definitely always is kind of a sensitive time for me because the sun is moving through that universal first house for, not first house, but 12th house. It's moving from the 12th to the 1st. And so this can be a very sensitive month where you're feeling a lot of things. Your emotions might be more, right at the surface. Tears may come easier. And you may really feel the need to kind of introvert a little and go within and do some healing work or some releasing because you're going to be very sensitive. The sun does move into your sign, so big happy birthday to all my Aquarius folks who have a birthday this month. And that does happen the morning of the 20th. And at the same time, Pluto is moving into your sign as well. That is a whole powerful, transformative motion that's happening in the planets. And I said a lot about it in the 2024 year overview readings. I will post a link for that at the end because I definitely recommend watching those if you haven't already. It gets deeper into the transit of Pluto out of Capricorn into your sign and why that is such an important transition for you, Aquarius. So let's get next into your tarot. Let's see what we have. We're going to be doing the Celtic Cross, and I will be clarifying each card. All right, so Seven of Swords right in the center. Not all is as it seems. Ooh, and the Six of Swords. Ace of Cups, look at that. Ooh, Three of Swords, Aquarius. Six of Wands. All right, let's jump into this and see what's going on. This is a lot. All right, Seven of Swords right at the heart of your reading. This can be things not being above board, Aquarius. This is, sometimes deception, maybe, hiding something. I would be very careful to be truthful with others, have very open and truthful communication, because when you're open with others, they will be open with you. This can also be a card of trying to find a different tactic to something, a different approach to something. You may be trying to avoid arguments or confrontations with that card, right? Because this can really be, it's a little bit of that sneaky energy, right? It's kind of like, I don't want to reveal everything, or I don't want to have a big fight, so I'm going to try to avoid it, right? And it's not always coming from a bad place or, a nefarious thing. But it is something that you want to be watchful for. If you're using a different approach, is it for the right reason, etc. Let's see what we have clarifying that. And we have the King of Cups. So interesting, because the King of Cups to me is a figure that's very honest, trustworthy, open, emotionally mature, right? Knows how to communicate their feelings in a very open, honest way. These are people that you can really trust, that really have your back. So, you know, there may be people or circumstances in your life this month, Aquarius, where it's like, I really trust this person, or I'm not so sure I trust that one, you know, this kind of thing. You also might be yourself, if this is more about you. This may be a month where you really step into some deeper emotional maturity, where you're really able to express things that in the past you might have hidden before. Right now it's like, no, I would have hidden this from, you know, XYZ in the past, or hidden it from this person before, but I'm just going to lay it all out there. I'm just going to tell everything that I feel from the heart, and the chips fall where they may. In the immediate past, we have the Six of Swords. So I do feel that there has been something where you've been leaving behind elements of your life that cause drama, chaos, troubling times, or you're contemplating leaving behind something that's bringing you, you know, a lot of grief or heartache. And the thing about the Six of Swords is it always requires some kind of sacrifice. There is some kind of letting go that occurs, right? Because almost every Six of Swords card you ever see in the tarot, it's like they're getting in the boat, they're leaving the troubled waters behind for the smoother times ahead, the smoother waters ahead, better place that they're going, right? But they only leave with the clothes on their back. They don't take very much with them. And so many times it's like there's a feeling of like, I want to go to this peaceful place, but it's going to require a sacrifice. It's going to require me letting go of something to have it. And the Four of Wands. So I feel like, oh my goodness, it's like deep in your heart, you know that even if there's a sacrifice, look at this, Four of Wands, there's a happy homecoming, there's a celebratory feeling. It's like wherever you're going is somewhere very positive. Four of Wands can also be that kind of soulmate twin flame, you know, very connected, feeling a lot of synchronicities coming true, right? And it's sort of like, you know, Aquarius, whatever you may have left behind or whatever you might be leaving behind, wow, you're going somewhere that's just so much happier. It's worth all the sacrifice. It's worth all the difficulty you've come through, because it's like people are so happy to see you. Whoever it is on the other side is like, there's a lot of joy there. Going into the immediate future, we have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful message, because, you know, Aces are always the hand of spirit giving us a gift. And with the Ace of Cups, this is absolutely the potential for true spiritual and emotional bliss. This is just that cup of love overflowing, you know, peace descending on you. So let's clarify that one. Yes, and we have the Eight of Swords. So this is absolutely, it's about breaking free out of the constructs of your own mind. This is the mind just going round and round and round with the Eight of Swords. You know, this is really just feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, feeling trapped in your own thoughts, your own, you know, mind. And no one can cut those ties but you, Aquarius. And they're not that hard to cut, right? The illusion is there of being stuck, but really those bonds are very loose, right? They can be managed, absolutely. And I feel like if you reach out to spirit, reach out to your friends, you have that really beautiful friendship energy here. And communication is key. Don't try to go it alone. Reach out for support, right? And you can get out of this trap. Spirit is really wanting to help you with that one. On the bottom, subconscious energy, one of the most painful cards. I know, it's the Three of Swords. And so this could really be heartache. There's some kind of sorrow, some feeling of loss. You could be feeling really down. Many times this is a card that says, you know, your heart is aching, but it needs recovery, right? It's time to pull those swords out. It's time to heal the wounded heart. Let's get a clarifier on how best to handle this, Aquarius. And it's so tough because I feel like this subconscious position, it's something that you've been kind of suffering in silence because it is in the subconscious. Like, this is why it's so important to communicate, to reach out, because I feel like you've been just kind of stuffing it down or just hurting. And, you know, people might think, oh, they're doing fine, right? You know, but it's deep inside. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Very solid energy. And maybe you're really, you know, there's something, a struggle about doing the right thing. The Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. I say she's my little Capricorn queen. So, you know, it's a little similar to the Empress, right? This actually could literally have to do with a Capricorn. It could have to do with a Libra, because Libra energy is on this as well. But me, I feel like, you know, Queen of Pentacles is very responsible. She's practical. She's logical. She takes good care of her money. She values high quality people, right? She really values good friends in life and good people in life. So I feel like, you know, lean on that support. This is you wanting to do the right thing. And maybe, again, you know, Capricorns can be really stoic. They can suffer a lot in silence. I'm a Capricorn. I know. We can just, you know, we have this way of seeming like everything's fine, everything's good, because we don't want to burden others with our emotions, right? But you know, we've learned, the Pluto effect has helped us to learn it. And I feel like, in a way, Aquarius, it's starting to be your turn. You're at the beginning of that journey of, you know, learning to reach out, learning to communicate instead of trying to go it alone and, you know, tough it out alone. On the top of the spread, crowning this is the message from Spirit, is the Six of Wands. So I feel like, gosh, it's beautiful energy. It's a really nice contrast to that Three of Swords, thank goodness. And I feel like what Spirit's saying here is that, Aquarius, no matter what you're going through, no matter what transitions you might be making, no matter what's happening, you're going to have a success, a recognized victory, something triumphant, something that you're going to achieve, and you're going to be feeling good again, even if you aren't right now. I don't feel like all of this is difficult, but I do absolutely see you going through some big transitions and some need to do some inner healing here. And look at that Page of Wands, joy returning, happiness returning. What did I say? That friendship card reminded me of the Three of Cups. And we have the Page of Wands and the Three of Cups happening here. So I feel like Spirit is really saying, Aquarius, don't be discouraged if you're going through, you know, some deep inner emotions, some need to recover, some need to communicate about what's going on deep within. Joy is returning. I feel like this is a little bit of a new lease on life because Page of Wands is happy. It's kind of silly. It's playful. If you haven't felt like that in a while, you know, you may be feeling that way again. And that's a beautiful thing. Again, Three of Cups. It's time to hang out with your best friends. All right, let's get into some advice for you on this. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the earthy energy. We got the Eight of Cups, and we have got the Ten of Wands. All right, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So very, very nice. Coming out of stagnant energy, coming out of anything that's been stuck. So suggested approach here, Aquarius, is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. It's time to make a practical plan and move forward with it. This is also Virgo energy, so this could be a plan for your own healing, your own well-balance, your own well-being. He is the most successful knight though, because he does make the best plan. Yeah, Two of Swords. This could be something you've been procrastinating about for a while. Look at that. Having to make a choice, right? It's time to take the Band-Aid off. It's time to take the blindfold off your eyes. No more procrastinating here, Aquarius. And I would say with the Knight of Pentacles, it could be slow but steady, right? This could be slow walking your plans, but it's important to get going, because otherwise it's like you just stall out, and that's when you get, you know, stuck in the mind. That's when you feel like you're not moving forward. Going into what you need to know is we have the Page of Pentacles. So there's something new that's beginning. It could be a new career path. It could be a new class that you're teaching or taking. You could be making a, you know, small but, you know, important financial investment or time investment into something. And it may not seem like a whole lot right now, but it will build over time. It will increase over time. And then we have the Five of Cups, right? I feel like, you know, there's the energy of this reading is like there's something that's being left behind. There is definitely a sense of sorrow, maybe mourning something. There's a sense of grief, right? Because we have the 3 cups that have been knocked over, but we still have the 2 cups that are standing. So it's like not all is lost here, Aquarius, but there is definitely something that you're kind of in a state of grief about that has to be transitioned through. Hopes and fears position is the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is leaving behind something that is no longer emotionally or spiritually fulfilling to you. It's continuing a journey, going to the next step, because the next step is the 9 of Cups. You're getting closer and closer to your true wish fulfillment, your true heart's desires. There could be a hope that you want to move on. There's a feeling like, yes, I want to go, I want to grow, I want to move. But there could also be a fear like, oh my gosh, but this is going to be so much work. This is going to be so much effort. It's also interesting that Saturn, this is a Saturn Pisces energy on this card, because Saturn is in Pisces right now. There is a lot being released, not just for you, but on a, you know, a global level, on a, you know, mass consciousness level. There is a lot that's being let go of. There's a lot of things that are being transmuted. And the Ace of Swords. I would say don't get into a fear place about this. I think you're going to have the answers and the clarity that you seek when you need it. This is the Ace of Swords. So Aquarius, if you're, you know, contemplating like a move or a major change in your life, you know, just hang on. You're going to get the answers that you seek. You're going to have the clarity that you need to make the right decision. And on the outcome, we have the 10 of Wands. So this is the end of a burdensome cycle. Something heavy, something that you've needed to put down. You know, maybe it's been weighing on your, you know, heart for a long time. You know, it could be weighing on your shoulders literally for a long time. Sometimes this is quitting a job that you're just like, I'm so done, and once I'm finished, right? But it, to me, is a very positive card, because it indicates that, you know, the challenges are coming to an end. This could be a somewhat challenging month, no doubt, because Capricorn season does tend to be for you. But I do feel like there's a lot of important progress, a lot of internal growth, a lot of emotional maturity and understanding and wisdom coming through for you here. And look at that. Oh, I could not pick a better card. There you are. That is the Star, and that is the Aquarius card in the tarot. It's absolutely you. Light at the end of the tunnel, faith and hope being restored after this difficult, you know, emotional experience or burdensome cycle has come to an end. So hang in there, Aquarius. I feel like whatever is changing, whatever is shifting, it's definitely for your betterment. Like I said, on the bottom, we have that Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy. It's your own energy too, because all the 4 fixed signs are represented in the Wheel of Fortune. We also have the Tower on the bottom of the other deck. So, you know, whatever foundation cannot hold, it will be shifted, it will be changed, rearranged. Sometimes it gets knocked down entirely to be rebuilt. But when the Tower comes, it basically says, you know, Spirit's like, if something's not meant to stand the test of time, it's going to either be greatly altered or dismantled entirely. So, you know, again, this is a general message, so take it as it resonates to your own situation. But there could be some old structures that are, you know, kind of coming apart or being changed. But in the end, look at that. You're going to feel so much lighter, so much brighter. You're not going to be the same. You're not going to be the same after as you were before. It's a very transformative cycle that you're embarking upon this month. Let's get an affirmation to wrap this up. Ooh, and we have the monkey. The monkey spirit from the Chinese zodiac is the trick. Things may not be as they appear to be. I said that as soon as I saw that Seven of Swords. Don't just hear, listen. Don't just look, see. Don't just sense, but feel. You are taking a risk if you insist on proceeding. Observe the situation closely. With more detailed information, you will see through the deception. And that is what I was talking about with the Seven of Swords, because that card can indicate, you know, whether it's a deception from someone else, whether your own mind deceives you. It's important to see clear, see true, communicate very clearly this month, Aquarius, because, you know, that's going to help you to avoid any kind of trickery, any kind of, you know, false flags, anything that maybe, you know, is just not above board. So, you know, I wouldn't, again, I never like let myself worry too much about those kind of things, you know, because I feel like, you know, we will experience what we're meant to experience, but, you know, just be aware, you know, if you have anybody in your circle or you feel like somebody might be just not very good for you or they just lack integrity, you just want to look at that. That's all I'm going to say. And also, you know, to make sure that you're acting with integrity as well. It goes both ways there. So have an amazing month. A happy birthday to those of you who have a birthday in January, and a happy new year. I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.